Dear students, now I am going to discuss with the application of Gauss theorem in continuation on next application, and that is application of Gauss theorem that is electric field intensity due to charged spherical cell. We consider a thin cell and charges are lies on the surface of spherical cell. Let us consider a spherical cell on which charges are uniformly distributed. Let spherical charge a surface charge density, we will consider here the surface charge density. Surface charge density is sigma. Now we consider here the three Gaussian surface. We consider here the three Gaussian surface. One is on the surface, mark it 1. Second is inside the surface, and third is beyond the surface. You see, first we calculate on the surface. On the surface, first on the surface. Now you see, charge density is sigma. So sigma is equal to Q over 4 pi r square, and from this we are having Q is equal to sigma into 4 pi r square. We know that in Gauss theorem we are considering electric flux. So electric lines of force crosses through an area means the charges, how much charges lies on this surface we have to calculate. So for this purpose we are taking charge density. Now I am going to apply a Gauss theorem. Applying Gauss theorem, Gauss's theorem on the surface one, that is phi is equal to E into ds is equal to Q over epsilon 0. See here, E R ds is equal to q over epsilon 0. Now you will see in figure, electric field intensity and area vector both are in unidirection. So we are having E ds 1 into 1 cos 0 is equal to q over epsilon 0. And by this way we are having E to ds is equal to q over epsilon 0. Now we put the value of E. It is a whole integration, that is the area of a sphere, that is 4 pi r square, and we put the value of q, that is sigma into 4 pi r square and over epsilon 0. We see here E is equal to now sigma over epsilon 0. This is the electric field intensity at the surface of a spherical cell. This is the electric field intensity at the surface of a spherical cell. Now second case. In second case, electric field intensity inside the spherical cell. Dear students, we apply here phi is equal to E into ds and here q over epsilon 0. You know that in this surface no charges lies because charges are on the surface and their direction of electric field is outward, not inside. So we will get electric field intensity or ds is equal to 0. So electric field intensity will be 0 here because charges lies on the surface only. Charges lies on the surface only. Surface only. Now the third case, electric field intensity beyond the surface. Beyond the sphere or spherical cell, we will consider phi is equal to E into ds q over epsilon 0. You see here again electric field intensity and area vector both are unidirectional, so we apply here the same things of A dot B is equal to AB cos theta, and then we are having E, here it is ds and it will be sigma into 4 pi r square over epsilon 0. Now you are finding electric field intensity. ds value will be 4 pi r square, where r is the radius of that hypothetical surface. That will be sigma into 4 pi r square upon epsilon 0. When we are putting and after normal calculation, you will find that sigma r square over of psilon 0 r square. This way you are getting the electric field intensity on the surface beyond the spherical shell. If we plot a graph like, let us consider a spherical surface here, and we want to calculate the electric field intensity. We find that electric field intensity is, and here up to radius r is equal to r, electric field is 0, but at surface it is sigma over epsilon 0, then it is decreasing, E proportional to 1 over r square. This way you will get the electric field intensity due to spherical shell. With the help of this you can calculate the electric field intensity of any spherical shell which are not having a volume. Means a questions asking on this application, it is very important for you. Try to understand and solve a numerical on basis of this, and please prepare for your examination point of view also, as well as please like and subscribe the channel for the next video. And I am just giving you the next application of the Gauss theorem in my next video. Please click the bell icon for further notification. Thank you.